The Canadian economy faces a serious threat. US President Donald Trump has threatened to impose tariffs on all goods imported from Canada. These tariffs could be as high as 25%. The deadline for these tariffs is February 1st, 2025. This has put the Canadian government in a difficult position. Trump claims these tariffs are necessary due to illegal immigration and drug trafficking from Canada. However, many experts believe these tariffs are a negotiating tactic. They argue that Trump is using the tariffs to pressure Canada into making concessions on trade. The Canadian government is preparing for the worst. They are developing a multi-billion-dollar aid package to help businesses and workers affected by the tariffs. However, some of these measures require parliamentary approval. The tariff threat has created uncertainty in the Canadian economy. Businesses are hesitant to invest and consumers are worried about rising prices. If the tariffs are imposed, they could have a significant impact on the Canadian economy. NDP leader Jagmeet Singh faces a difficult choice. He has promised to bring down the Liberal government. This is a key part of the NDP's agreement to support the Liberals in confidence votes until 2025. However, Singh has also expressed his willingness to work with the government to pass relief measures for Canadian workers if the tariffs are imposed. Singh's position reflects the NDP's commitment to protecting workers. The party is concerned that Trump's tariffs will harm Canadian jobs and businesses. The NDP wants to ensure that workers are protected from the economic fallout of a trade war with the United States. Singh's willingness to work with the Liberals on this issue has drawn criticism from some quarters. Some accuse him of abandoning his principles and propping up a government he promised to topple. Others argue that he is putting the needs of Canadians first. The tariff threat has put Singh in a difficult position. He must balance his commitment to bringing down the Liberal government with his desire to protect Canadian workers. His decision will have significant implications for the NDP and for Canadian politics. The potential impact of Trump's tariffs on Canada is significant. The tariffs could cost Canadian businesses billions of dollars. This could lead to job losses and a decline in economic activity. Some sectors, such as manufacturing and agriculture, would be particularly hard hit. The Canadian government is aware of these risks and is preparing a relief package for affected businesses. This package could include financial assistance, tax breaks, and support for workers who lose their jobs. The government is also considering retaliatory tariffs on US goods. However, the effectiveness of these measures remains uncertain. The tariffs could still have a significant impact on the Canadian economy, even with government intervention. The situation is further complicated by the fact that Parliament is not currently in session. The government has faced criticism for not having a clear plan in place to deal with the tariff threat. Some argue that the government should have been more proactive in addressing the issue with the Trump administration. Others believe that the government is doing what it can in a difficult situation. The tariff threat has created a sense of urgency in Canadian politics. The February 1st deadline is fast approaching and there is no clear resolution in sight. The situation is fluid and the outcome remains uncertain. The Canadian government is engaged in a delicate balancing act. They must try to appease President Trump without appearing weak or compromising Canadian interests. They must also prepare for the possibility that the tariffs will be imposed despite their best efforts. The NDP's position adds another layer of complexity. Singh's willingness to work with the Liberals on relief measures could provide a lifeline to the government. However, it also highlights the precarious nature of the Liberal minority government. The coming weeks will be crucial for Canada. The government's response to the tariff threat will have a significant impact on the Canadian economy. It will also shape the political landscape in the lead-up to the next federal election.